So welcome. I don't even have to raise my voice very much here. The microphone actually picks it up. Now, just before we start, just the housekeeping, those with mobile phones, which is everybody, if you don't mind just turning it to silent or turning it off for the duration of the service, thank you. Okay, if we just start with our opening music.
Pretty woman walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I like to meet, pretty woman. I don't believe you, you're not the truth. No one could look as good as you. Mercy. Pretty woman, won't you pardon me, pretty woman? I couldn't help but see, pretty woman, that you look lovely as can be. Are you lonely just like me? Wow. Pretty woman, stop a while. Pretty woman, talk a while. Pretty woman, give your smile to me. Pretty woman, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty woman, look my way. Pretty woman, say you'll stay with me. 'Cause I need you, I'll treat you right. Come with me, baby, be mine tonight.
I can't remember too much about Marjorie, but if she had the vibrance of that song, she was an active and bright and bubbly woman. Welcome. My name is Brian Walsh. On behalf of Mrs. Marjorie Beatrice Plail, or just Marjorie as most of you knew her, I thank you for coming to this service today. This service is to commemorate Marjorie's life and acknowledge her impact and influence on ourselves and the community in general. We're here today to acknowledge the passing of Marjorie and extend our deepest sympathy to all who mourn her death, especially to Stephen, who has lost his mother, but to all of you here who have lost a relative or a friend. Today, I hope you enjoy spending time remembering the happiness you shared with Marjorie. Marjorie passed away on Sunday the 26th of June after losing a long battle with age and illness. And even though we're expecting that she would pass away one day, it's still a terrible shock, and we're all wondering how life can ever be the same without her. We will all miss Marjorie so much for so many reasons. For some, it will be the times you got together and chatted. Some of you went on outings with her, and many of you have enjoyed the hospitality she provided. Today, Marjorie would want us to celebrate her life, and she would hope that afterwards we would remember her and tell the stories of when she was well and living the life she loved. During our service today, you will hear about Marjorie's life and what her life meant to us. Each of us has a story to tell, and each of our stories are slightly different depending on the capacity you knew her. All the stories are special, and Marjorie loved each and every one of you for helping her make so many wonderful memories throughout her life. I hope you will share some of your stories with the rest of Marjorie's family and friends afterwards in the McCubbin room here at Bunurong Memorial Park. Marjorie always strived to be a better person and to lead by example, to encourage her extended family to be the best versions of themselves. But it's appropriate at this time we read a small verse in memory of Marjorie. It's called "She Is Gone" by David Harkins. You can shed a tear that she is gone, or you can smile because she has lived. You can close your eyes and hope that she will come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that she has left. Your heart can be empty because you cannot see her, or you can be full of the love that you once shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live for yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember her and only that she is gone, or you can cherish her memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can do what she would want. Open your eyes, love, and go on. Life has changed in the 91 years of Marjorie's life. Customs have evolved. We're here today in a much less formal setting for Marjorie's farewell than it would have been even 20 years ago. One of those old customs was for a man to present a ring to his future bride upon their engagement. The ring would be made from precious metal, usually gold. The ring would be in the form of a circle with no beginning and no end. This signified the unending love of the newly betrothed couple. This ring was usually set with a single diamond. The diamonds are valuable gems forged in the earth under great pressure. Once the gems have been extracted from the earth, they take their final shape when a craftsman cuts them, allowing the true beauty of the gem to show. Each diamond is cut with between 40 and 72 facets, and each of those facets reflects the light in a slightly different way. This is what gives the diamond its sparkle. Today, Marjorie represents that diamond, and the unending love and support given to Marjorie by you, her family and friends, represents the band of precious metal supporting it. Just as each of you would look at the diamond and see a slightly different facet of light reflected, it's the same with Marjorie. Each of you, when you think of Marjorie, will remember a slightly different version of her. All of us have multiple titles and roles in life. When you think of Marjorie, some of you will remember the Marjorie that started life as a newborn child. Some will remember the Marjorie who was a devoted wife. Some will remember Marjorie as a friend. Yet others will remember her as the loving wife, a mother, a sister, an aunt, and a grandmother. All of these roles, and many others, are equally important in Marjorie's life, and we will hear more about those later. Others still will remember the dedicated member of the community. Whatever your individual memories are, one of them stands out. When looked at like this, Marjorie represents the diamond. She was the beautiful gem who sparkled with love for her family and friends. Marjorie Beatrice Plail was born on the 30th of December 1934 in Bromley, England, to Jack and Margaret Ralph. She had an older brother, Olwen, and a sister, Queenie, both deceased. Now, this was written by Stephen, so when I say mum, I'm not talking about my mum. I'm referring to Marjorie as in Stephen's mum. Mum was a good student who said she liked school but preferred out-of-school activities like tennis, netball and swimming. Mum also was an avid knitter and dressmaker. Mum made her own clothes, as did most women in the day. Mum told of how, as a young girl, she, along with her mother, brother and sister, would hide under the dining room table as planes flew overhead and listen to the bombs drop. Her mother, to make ends meet, grew rabbits to sell or trade to other family members, as well as living on food rations. Mum married and then separated from her first husband when I was very young and raised me as a single mother. She worked in London as a dictaphone typist and would get the train to and from work every day. Sometimes, during the school holidays, Mum would take me to work with her. Mum would take me on school holidays to her parents' farm, and Mum made sure I never went without. Then Mum met her forever soulmate, Jim. They were married in 1967. They made the brave decision to move to Australia in 1970 and never looked back. I could have been living in India, as Mum always said that if they got off the plane in New Delhi, they would never get her back on. They hated flying. We lived in a flat in Brunswick until our house was built in Frankston. It is difficult to talk about Mum without Dad, as they were inseparable and did everything together, including caring for each other before moving to Cobram. Mum and Dad loved square dancing, and I was thinking before, I was just wondering how you can square dance to Pretty Woman, but I'm sure you'll find a way. Mum and Dad loved square dancing and were members of the Balcombe Road Square Dancing Club, travelling to many clubs, both local and interstate, to dance and compete. They had a caravan and travelled all over Australia with a caravan club. Mum loved to perform and was part of the Peninsula Theatre Company, and once she roped me into a performance as the trombone player. During these years, Mum worked as part of the staff administration team at the college in Mount Eliza, working as a library assistant and then becoming a library technician. After they had retired, they also discovered a love of horse riding and would go away on weekend trail rides, sometimes being away for a week or longer, riding through the high country of Victoria. They also volunteered at Riding for the Disabled and won Volunteer of the Year for their service. After retirement, Mum and Dad moved to Rosebud Retirement Village, where they spent many happy years until dementia took its toll on both of them, and Dad became unwell, initiating the move to Cobram. While at Rosebud, they were involved with many activities and outings within the village community. We used to laugh about the fact that we felt we had to make an appointment if we wanted to see her. Mum spoke fondly of her time at the village and the friends she had there. We moved them up to Irvine House in Cobram, where she has resided for the last 2.5 years. Sadly, Dad passed away shortly after the move. Mum still remained a happy soul and would knit lamb jumpers for farmers, rescue pouches for joeys, baby cardigans and booties for anyone. She loved her word puzzles and would be found in her room doing either knitting or a puzzle. She loved the activities at Irvine House, the gardening, craft, outings, especially if it had to do with the donkeys or horses, and she loved a good lunch out. Mum loved a coffee and ice cream outings with us, her grandkids and her great-grandkids. She loved coming to our place and spending time watching the alpacas, the sheep and the peacock, or just sitting on the couch with the dog and the cat. She loved catching up with family when they visited. Sadly, over the last few months, she slowed down and wasn't able to get in and out of the car, so outings became harder. Over the last month, her life and ours changed. We knew time was catching up, and we cherished every minute we had with her. Mum will be missed by all her family, her nephews, nieces, and friends, both here in Australia, as well as the UK, Canada, and Switzerland. Mum passed away peacefully on the 26th of June at Irvine House, and now is reunited with Dad. Thank you to all the staff of Irvine House. There are not enough words to thank you for all the care and love you gave Mum. Thank you to Dr. Abu. Thank you everyone here today and watching via internet for your words of love and support through this time. Rest in peace, Mum. We love you and will always miss you. Well done, Stephen. Now I'd like to ask Amber to step forward and to read a tribute.
When I sat down to think about Dad, it was the little moments that came to mind. It was sitting down together with a cup of tea and something sweet. It was her cheeky smile and sassy comments that would catch you off guard and make you laugh. When Nan was diagnosed with dementia, it was scary. We didn't know what the future might look like or how it would change her, but she always remained herself, even if that meant confidently blaming Queenie for anything that went missing, Somehow Queenie was always the culprit. It became one of those moments that would make us smile, even when things got hard. Looking back now, I'm grateful that while it changed many things, it never took away the essence of who Nan was. She remained kind, thoughtful, funny, and deeply interested in the lives of the people she loved. No matter what was happening in my life, she always wanted to know. She asked because she genuinely cared, and she always wanted to make sure that we were happy. She made you feel heard and important, even if that meant telling her the same story more than once. I liked to try and find a different way to tell it each time. Kindness is one of the greatest gifts that a person can give, and Nan gave it so freely. People say it's the big moments we'll remember, but I don't think that's always true. I'll remember the cups of tea, the sweet treats, her sweet smile, the cheeky comments, and the easy conversations, the way that she quietly showed her love through genuine kindness and care for others. Those moments may have seemed ordinary at the time, but they became the memories that meant the most. Nan's story is one of kindness, warmth, quiet strength, and a wonderful sense of humour. It's found in the way she made people feel. Although we'll miss her, more than words can say. Sorry. I hope that every time we sit down with a cup of tea and something sweet, hear a cheeky comment, or just simply take the time to ask how someone is really doing, we'll think of Nan, because that's how love carries on. Thank you, Nan, for your kindness, your laughter, and your love.
Thank you, Amber, for those beautiful words. I think Nan would be proud. Now we've heard Marjorie's story and Amber's tribute. We'll fill that out with a photo montage showing some pictures of Marjorie's life.
You never took some time, you never needed praise. You would work your hands to the bone. You would work your hands to the bone. You always made the time, you got me on my way. You would work your hands to the bone, just to turn our house to a home. A different kind of hero, with a different kind of strength. Another word for savior, and another word for saint. Mother, a fighter and a lover, always there by my side no matter what I'm going through. And there's no other place where we take cover. And I know everybody's saying they got the best one, but that ain't true, 'cause I do. I know I made it tough, I know I caused you pain. You love me like the angel I'm not, but you still held me down like a rock. There's nothing I could do, there's nothing I could say. The words can float away through the years, so I wrote them down for you here. The person that I turn to, and the person that I trust. Voice inside my head when I think I'm giving up. Mother, fighter and a lover, There's no other place where we take cover. And I know everybody's seen they got the best one. That ain't true, 'cause I do. No matter where I go, or where I'm at in life, you'll always be mine. Mother, fighter and lover, always there by my side, no matter what I've been through. There's no other place where we take cover. And I know everybody's seen they got the best one. That ain't true. I know everybody's seen they got the best one. That ain't true. 'Cause I do. Cause I do.
I think some beautiful photos showing a full and active life. So today we lift up our hearts in gratitude for the life of Marjorie, for all the kindness she displayed during her life, for all that she was to those who loved her, and for everything in her life that reflected goodness and love. Help us now to be confident to release her and accept her death in the same way we accepted her life. For it is now time to take our leave of Marjorie, whom we'll always remember with great warmth and appreciation. We leave this service knowing that love is never changed by death, that nothing is ever lost by death, and that the end is the harvest of a new beginning. May we rejoice in Marjorie's life, thankful that her life touched on ours. Surround us and all that mourn today with continuing compassion. Do not let grief be without end or overwhelm us, but rather draw us closer together in friendship and love. And now we come to the end, remembering that death is not extinguishing the light, it's only putting out the lamp because the dawn has come. So Marjorie, you will be forever in the memories of all who knew and loved you, and it is with this final goodbye to you that all of us here say, we will remember you until we meet again. So tenderly and reverently, we commit the body of our beloved Marjorie to the elements from which all life comes, and in the end, all life remains. And now for some final words. As we look back over time and thinking of Marjorie, we find ourselves wondering, did we remember to thank you enough for all that you have done for us, for all the times you were by our side, to help and support us, to celebrate our successes, to understand our problems and accept our defeats, or for teaching us by your example the value of hard work, good judgment, courage and integrity. We wonder if we thanked you for the sacrifices you made to let us have the very best, and for the simple things like laughter, smiles, hugs, and the things we shared. If we've forgotten to show our gratitude enough for all these things you did, we're thanking you now, Marjorie, and we hope you knew all along how much we loved you and how much you meant to us. And now I'd like to finish this service with a verse chosen by Marjorie's family. It's called If Roses Grow in Heaven. If roses grow in heaven, Lord, please pick a bunch for me. Place them in my mother's arms and tell her they're from me. Tell her I love her and miss her, and when she turns to smile, place a kiss upon her cheek and hold her for a while. Because remembering her is easy, I do it every day. But there's an ache within my heart that will never go away. So that concludes the service for Marjorie. I would like to thank each and every one of you for your attendance here today, for the comfort and condolences you've expressed to one another, and more importantly, to thank you for the kindness and friendship you've shown Marjorie over the time you have known her. Please join with the family to share refreshments and your memories of Marjorie in the McCubbin room here at the Bunurong Memorial Park. And for those who don't know, basically directly behind me at the main building, if you drive your cars around. And our last act in memory of Marjorie, you'll notice there's some flowers on the table in the middle. It's looking like there's not quite enough for everyone, so it'll be first in, best dressed. We'll start with Stephen and Linda. And if you'd like to file past, place a flower on there and then file out of the chapel as we listen to the recessional music, Always With Me by Karen Cox.
I still hear your voice in the quiet of the night, a whisper in the wind saying it'll be alright. Every step I take, I feel you near. A love so strong, it calms my fear. Though time keeps moving, you never fade. In every moment, your love remains. You are the light when my days feel dim. A love that never fades, always within. No matter how far, no matter how long, you are the melody in my heart's song. Always with me, you're always with me. I see you in the sunrise, feel you in the rain, a part of me forever, through joy and pain. Though I can't hold you, I know you're here, in every memory, in every tear. Though time keeps moving, you never fade. In every moment, your love remains. You are the light when my days feel dim. A love that never fades, always within. No matter how far,